It's the beginning of the day at Panditarma Forest Center. This gong is to be hit by the concerned reverend, who is going to hit the gong to wake up all. When the meditators heard the gong, they proceed to the meditation hall, men to the appropriate men's meditation hall, and the ladies to the ladies' meditation hall. The monks and the men together, they meditate in the men's meditation hall. They are proceeding to the meditation hall to the early morning meditation. The nuns and lady yogis are proceeding to the double-story ladies' meditation hall. From the moment they woke up, as they proceed to the meditation hall, all the meditators have to be very mindful. They start with the walking meditation. This is the men's meditation hall. As it is located in a very serene and quiet place, it is very conducive for all the meditators to meditate in a very peaceful manner. And they all came from all over the world, from both east and west. This Buddha stupa and the picture are in the ladies' meditation hall. After the walking meditation, now the ladies are taking the place and doing the sitting meditation. As the meditators came from both East and West, from England, from United States, Iceland, Canada, France, Germany, Poland, from the East, Thailand, India, Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, and Taiwan, Cambodia, Korea, and Hong Kong. Now they are starting to chant the radiation of metta, radiation of loving kindness towards all the beings. At 5:15 a.m., after radiating their loving kindness towards all the beings, then the yogis or the meditators have to line up to proceed for the breakfast. Now what you are seeing is the monks and the gents coming out from the men's meditation hall. As they proceed to have the breakfast, the meditators have to walk mindfully as they pass through the greeneries and the very serene and quiet lane. While they are proceeding, the nuns and the ladies yogis are waiting at a corner. Now the monks and the gents meditators are passing a bridge near pagoda. This pagoda is located about halfway between the ladies and the men's Dhamma hall. While the monks and the gents meditators are passing by, the nuns and the ladies meditators are waiting to join them. While they were standing, they were mindfully noting on the standing posture. This is the last gent meditator. As he proceeds, the nun is following behind them. Now they have passed through the number 1 lake and the greeneries. They are very near to the dining hall. As they are mindfully proceeding, they have to line up at downstairs to till the gong hit for the breakfast. The ladies in the kitchen are preparing everything to get ready when the yogis are lining up at upstairs. When the monks heard the gong, they went up to line up for the breakfast. There were 2 stairs at the dining hall. One is meant for the monks and the gents to go upstairs, and the nuns and the ladies on the other side. As they proceed mindfully to the buffet set, the monks are proceeding to take their place on the raised platform. Now, before they start taking the food, they have to chant by radiating the loving kindness towards the offerer or the supporters, and they radiate the loving kindness towards the helpers who are giving service at the center.
breakfast and lunch donated by Uemin Dr. Keoma Kai and family from Yangon. May all rejoice this meritorious deed by saying Sadhu, 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 Sadhu.
This is the buffet system. As it is a buffet system, they can take the meal as they wish. In the Panditarma Meditation Center, the food are served both for the vegetarian and non-vegetarian. If any meditator wanted a second help, then he can come again and take his second helping. The buffet sets are displayed in 2 places. The monks on the raised platform were offered food and they are taking the meal mindfully. This is our Chief Abbot Ovadasariya Siaro Upanita, who always inspects all the needs of the meditators and he always looks after them with metta or loving kindness. Now is the rise of the sun. This is the symbol of Panditarma. What you are seeing now is the monks from Panditarma going to a small town named Indagore to collect food or alms for a short while. This is double-story dining hall with the number 1 lake in front of it. This is the office. As one enters the Panditarma Forest Center, one has to register. This is the lady who came from England, and the lady with the spectacle is the management lady of Panditarma Forest Center.
Tutia Sakan, the child had been an Shiba.
Tomorrow, 2 years ago, Buddha in Jim Shiba. To got a lot in Nama. Rockalia, Unica Sabrama, Tea, going lady Bojala, Sia lady Bojala, through Susu Bao, Lea Lausiaba, Nisemono, a Lea Laga, Tala, the Nantejala, era Pomonia, Buddha achieved in Jim Subrama, Buddha Yasabi to Tindiva.
Tomorrow, who yogi, the Askan when your car, Sabo, Nitangi, Belunia, down.
Okay, tomorrow, Yala, Yogi, Alugo down in Tawa, Ea Chinam Kawa Sabi Tobi Valley. Now, Rama, Song Gole tomorrow, a comment, no, when Jilem Shiba. Okay, when you wow, a little tomorrow season be valley. And the Saba Male tomorrow, who feels Nene tomorrow gentleman. Okay, that was a lady to let tomorrow hang on you check the Shiba. A you got Tomu near Ulu, and I mean tomorrow somebody. Now, depending on this, tomorrow, the song or Simemiawu, now Chomu don't so that way. Who brought my little dread, Jamai in human tomorrow Saturday.
And now, dying yogi, yogi found Vijuna in our Sambia, okay. Tomorrow is Sambia, look how oh, Yichuga, tomorrow, no, shower, now, in that solution, now time goes on in tomorrow, Sanya. At the Gia yogi, when you look, don't you look out now, oh, the two tomorrow Bamara is on don't you are really, and I don't at the Gia Leo, and okay, and I don't Sambia, through Sambia Lule, Yoga Java, okay. Okay, okay, Jamala, you get Yogi, Yamala, and Mazi, which
This is a view of Panditarma Forest Center. This is not the only center. There are other centers abroad. One in Canada, another in United States, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, England and France. This is Panditarama Sritango in Rangoon. This is Panditarama in Memu, which is a hill resort, and another at Malmin in the Lower Burma. Now we come back to the Panditarama Forest Center. These are the buildings for the monks, and this is the lodge for Owara Sriya Siaro. And these buildings are meant for the bhikkhus or the monks and the gents yogis. These buildings are meant for the lady yogis situated on the other side of the lake. They consist of 16-room square building, and some a single room and some double room. In one room they are provided with a bed, a stand for things to put up, This is an outpatient clinic. One volunteer doctor is giving a help or looking after the yogis and taking care of them. This is the Seymour Hall, and this is the highway, Rangoon-Manly Highway. About 40 miles away from Rangoon, you have to corner to the east, where Panditarma Forest Center is situated. You have to pass 2 miles. This is the plantation field where the fresh fruits are served for the needs of the meditators. This is the mango tree. When it ripes, they are served to the monks as well to the meditators. Not only the vegetables and small plants were planted at one corner, but also the big trees like durian, mango, pomeron, mangosteen were also planted on the other side for the long-term sake. This is an interview room. This is the B room, where Sierra Udamika, or his pen name Samanejor, is assessing the Thai monk. This is the French meditator reporting to Sierra Upinyasamy from Australia.
So there is increasing tension and pressure, and I feel like a pushing force from inside, and sometimes also I feel pulsations and sometimes vibrations, and sometimes heat, and sometimes painful spot here and there, and then it goes to a point when there is a big tension and hardness and tightness.
It is very simple. As you are inside it, do note the rising falling carefully. Pay close attention to it. If the noting mind could follow the movement closely, then you can see the things clearly. Here, when I listen to the yogis report, they mostly mention about the sensation. Yes, it is important to know the sensation, but it's not the main. The main is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the key. If we are mindful to the object, we can see the things clearly.
This is Kangomyan Sierra Usasana, who is giving guidelines and explanation how to go about in his meditation to the meditator. The interview section means it is a discussion room for the meditator and the teachers. This is the chief abbot of Varasariya Sierra taking interview or assessment to the yogi from Hawaii. This interpreter is reporting to Varasariya Sierra.
So sometimes it remains in the background and can keep going with the rising, falling of the breath. So that's what I do.
This is the Korean young meditator. And she is a Korean young nun who speaks Burmese as well English, and she is reporting to the chief abbot of Varasariya Sierra in Burmese. This is the lining up of the bhikkhu and they are proceeding to the eating place for lunch. Now as they pass through the greeneries and beside the number 3 lake in Panditarma forest center, now they are passing, which is located on one side of the bridge. The bhikkhus, the gentlemen yogis, and the ladies are proceeding to the eating place.